Morning to everyone. My name is Jambankanarse, working as assistant professor at Chapel Engineering College. Today I will explain uh, the topic torsion of shafts and springs for the subject strength of materials to civil for second BTech second semester unit 2. Okay, now I will explain the topic. To go to introduction, lecture 12, torsion of shafts and springs. Okay, now go to the next slide. This is the introduction. For a shaft is said to be in torsion when equal and opposite torques are applied at the two ends of the shaft. The torque is equal to the product of the force applied tangentially to the ends of a shaft and radius of the shaft. Due to the application of the torques at the two ends, the shaft is subjected to a twisting movement. The main point this is to a twisting movement. This causes the shear stresses and the shear strains in the material of the shaft. Okay, torsion mainly is nothing but two ends. Uh, this the twisting movement. We have twisting movement that is called torsion. Okay, uh, mainly equal and opposite. The two ends twisted. That means twisting. That movement is called a twisting movement. This is also called as torsion. Okay. Next, derivation of shear stress produced in a circular shaft subjected to torsion. Okay, have taken circular shaft. For example, how to derive derivation part for this concept of torsion. Okay, when a circular shaft is subjected to torsion, okay, shear stresses are set up in the material of the shaft. Okay, to determine the magnitude of shear stress at any point on the shaft. Okay, at any point have taken shear stress and magnitude of shear stress you have to determine. Consider a shaft fixed at one end. Okay, now the diagram. See the diagram for explanation. One end is fixed, for other end is free, just like a cantilever beam. Okay, this is the circular shaft. Okay, one end is fixed, and other end is free at the end, capital BB. As shown in figure 16.1, you see the diagram. Let CD in any line on the outer surface of this shaft. Okay, CD is capital CD is any line on the uh, outer surface of the shaft. Okay, now let the shaft is subjected to torque capital T at the end capital BB as shown in figure 16.2. See the diagram for 16.2. See this diagram 16.2. BB how to rotate torque will be developed in the section BB. Okay, uh, torque will result as a result of this torque capital T. The shaft at the end capital BB will rotate clockwise, and every cross section of the shaft will be subjected to shear stresses. You have to produce shear stresses in the material of the circular shaft. Okay, the point capital D will shift to D dash, and hence line capital CD will be deflected to CD dash as shown in figure 16.2a. The line OD, okay, COD will be shifted to OD dash as shown in figure 16.2b. See this diagram changes from CD to CD dash and the OD to OD dash. The twisting moment you have to apply force, the shaft, the movement will be start, the shear stresses will be developed in the circular shaft. Okay, torque, that means twisting moment. Okay, uh, shaft fixed at AA and subjected to torque capital T at BB. You have to produce torque capital BB. Okay, what are the parameters for this capital R radius of shaft? Okay, you have to take in circular. You have to radius will be taken. L equal to length of the shaft, capital L. At P equal to the torque will apply to the end capital BB. That is twisting moment. Tau, that is shear stress induced at the surface of the shaft due to torque. Okay, so capital C equal to modulus of rigidity of the material of the shaft. Okay, and pi equal to angle for triangle, just like DC D dash also equal to shear strain. Okay, angle theta equal to triangle, just like D bow D dash. This is the front view. We have to diagram 16.2b. This is the triangle portion. Have angle of twist, that means theta. Okay, now uh, distortion at the outer surface due to torque, that equal to dd dash. Okay, shear strain at outer surface, shear strain for outer surface. How to distortion per unit length, distortion at the outer surface divided by length of shaft, that equal to dd dash divided by capital L, that equal to dd dash by cd, that equal tan phi. Tan theta, that is the formula for adjacent side by, sorry, opposite side by adjacent side. In the triangle C, dd dash is the opposite side and CD is the adjacent side, that equal tan theta. For a diagram 16.2 A, small a, the diagram, see the diagram just like triangle acting a pi angle. Okay, tan pi equal to dd dash by CD, that equal tan pi. If pi is very small than the uh, pi, okay, small than the C, pi approximately pi. Okay, pi is very small than the pi. Okay, shear strain at outer surface. Shear strain at outer surface, got the value for tan pi equal to d dash by cd. Shear strain therefore at outer surface pi equal to d dash by capital L. Okay, cd that equal to capital L. CD replaced for capital L. Okay, that is the length of the shaft. Now diagram 16.2b. See the diagram. Some arc d dash, that equal to OD into uh, theta. OD into theta, that equal to OD is known as radius capital R, that equal to arc theta. Okay, arc. You have to take an arc formula OD into theta. The diagram for a B, small b, diagram 16.2, small b shown in figure. For circular front view, circular shaft, d dash equal to uh, the dark equation d OD into theta, that equal to r theta. Okay, substituting the value of d dash in equation 1. Say this pi equal to d dash by capital L, that is the equation 1. And now shown in figure 16.2b, this is the figure. They have dd dash, that is the arc, d into d dash. That is arc portion. We have to formula OD into um, theta, that equal to OD means radius of circle of shaft, that equal to r theta. This value is substituted in equation 1. Shear strain at outer surface, shear strain at outer surface at pi equal to r theta by capital L. Okay, this is the equation 2. Now the modulus of rigidity capital C, that is the fixed point of the material of the shaft, is given as C equal to shear stress induced divided by shear strain produced. Okay. Now C equal to shear stress at the outer surface, shear strain at the outer surface. Okay, you know the value for shear stress symbol tau, and you know the shear strain for r theta by capital L. From equation 2, shear strain that equal to r theta by L is substituted in this equation. Got the value C theta by L that equal to tau by capital R. That is the equation 16.1. You have to say 16.1. We got the derivation for derivation of shear stress produced in a circular shaft subjected to torsion or twisting moment. Okay. Now tau equal to shear stress equal to R into C into theta in theta divided by capital L. Okay. Now for given shaft subjected to a given torque, the value of C, capital C, theta and capital L are constant. Hence, shear stress produced is proportional to the radius, capital R. That is the main concept. Tau is directly proportional to radius, capital R, or tau by R that equal to constant. That is equation 3. Say equation 3 for this equation. If Q, small q is the shear stress induced at a radius small r from the center of the shaft, have to take in center of the shaft, then tau by capital R equal to q by small r. But tau by r equal to c theta by L from equation 16.1. Tau by r equal to c theta by L equal to q by r. This is the equation 16.3, and there are the three equations 16.1, 16.2 and 16.3. Okay. These three equations are there for circular shaft for a torsion. Taken into the three equations. For equation 3, it is clear that shear stress at any point, shear stress at any point, in the shaft is proportional to the see from equation 3, it is clear that shear stress at any point, the shaft is proportional to the distance of the point, okay, from the axis of the shaft. Hence, the shear stress is maximum at the outer surface, and shear stress is zero at the axis of the shaft. That is the main concept. For outer surface, you have to maintain shear stress. For center of the shaft, zero shear stress you have produce. Okay. Now the assumptions for in this derivation part for a circular shaft. 16.2.1 assumption made in the derivation shear stress produced in a circular shaft subjected to torsion. The derivation of shear stress produced in a circular shaft subjected to torsion is based on the following assumptions. Okay. The material of the shaft is uniform throughout. That is the main important assumption. The twisting along the shaft is uniformly twisted. The shaft is of uniform circular section throughout, and shaft is throughout circular section. Okay, cross sections of the shaft which are plain before twist remain plain after twist. Okay, that is the assumption. Cross section of the shaft before twist, okay, remain plain after twist. All radii which are straight before twist remain straight after twist. Okay, these are the assumptions on the radius for which are straight before twist, remain straight after twist. Okay, that these are the assumptions for the in this derivation part. You know the derivation for equation 16.3, tau by r equal to c capital C theta by L equal to small q by small r. This is the equation for circular shaft for a torsion. Okay, this is the derivation. That is the derivation part. Okay, another one, maximum torque transmitted by a circular solid shaft. Okay, the maximum torque transmitted by circular solid shaft, see the diagram, is obtained from the maximum shear stress induced at the outer surface of the solid shaft. This is the same concept in the circular shaft of torsion. Okay, consider a shaft subjected to a torque capital T as shown in figure 16.3. You see the diagram for a small radius and capital minimum radius and maximum radius. Okay. Let tau equal to the maximum shear stress induced at the outer surface. Okay. Capital radius of this shaft, q small q equal to shear stress at the radius at a radius smaller from the center. Okay. See the diagram for a circular shaft, solid shaft. Okay, combination of circles, two or more. Okay, consider an elementary circular ring of the thickness small dr. That is the element you have to take in dr, small dr. You have to take in the circular shaft at a particular point at a distance smaller and maintain the distance smaller from the center as shown in figure 16.3. Okay, same this consideration. Then the area of ring, the area of the ring. Okay, capital small dA equal to 2 pi r dr. Okay, the area of the ring, formula for small dA equal to 2 pi r into dr. Okay, from equation 16.2 we have the 16 point equation tau by r equal to small q by r. Shear stress at the radius smaller, you have to shear stress q equal to tau by capital R into smaller, that equal to tau into uh, small r by capital R. That is the shear stress q at the radius of small r. Okay, from the equation 16.2 we have to got the equation. Okay, next turning force on the elementary circular ring, shear stress acting on the ring into area of ring, q into dA. You know the dA value, you know the q value, substitute these values. Q equal to tau into small r by capital R, tau into small r by capital R into 2 pi r dr. You have to tau by r into 2 pi r square small dr. Now turning moment due to the turning force on the elementary ring dtt, that is the turning force dtt, that is the turning force on the ring into distance of the ring from the axis. Okay, turning force on the ring tau by r into 2 pi r square dr into distance small r. This is the turning force tau by r into 2 pi r square small dr. That is, this is the turning force. Now a turning moment you have to calculate due to the turning force on the elementary ring. You have to movement force into distance. You have to have the the force tau by r into 2 pi r square dr and a distance smaller. You have to substitute tau by r equal into 2 pi r cube dr. This is the equation 16.3 capital A. This is the equation. You got the equation for turning moment. The total turning moment or total torque is obtained by integrating the above equation between the limits of taken into 0 to 0 and capital R. Have to take in limits O and R. Okay, origin and radius have to take in for a total torque to got the value capital T equal to integral O to R dt equal to, okay, uh, 0 to 0 and R. Okay, tau T equal to integral 0 to R dt equal to integral 0 R capital R tau R by tau R into tau by R into 2 pi R cube dr. Okay, we have to integrate this equation. Finally got the tau torque equation, uh, turning total turning moment. How to take, how to got the equation. Integral you have to constant taken into on equation for tau by r into 2 pi r cube dr. Okay, that equal to tau by r into 2 pi r for integral r for 4 by 4 0 to r. Okay, you have to substitute tau by r into 2 pi into r for 4 by 4 equal to tau into pi by 2 r cube. Okay, finally tau into pi by 2 into dv by 2 cube. Capital R you have to write d by 2. Okay, tau into pi by 2 into d cube by 8, that equal to tau into pi d cube by 16. And have to got the value torque twisting total turning moment, that equal to pi by 16 into tau d cube. Okay, this is the equation 16.4. Okay, this is the solid shaft we have to calculating for a total turning moment or a torque. Torque means that is the twisting moment. We have to the formula. We got the formula pi by 16 into tau into d cube for 16.4. That is the equation 16.4. Okay, this is the two derivation parts. Okay, completed. Next class I will explain this example problems for circular shaft and solid circular shaft to calculate the problems using this equation derivations. Okay, uh, you have see the diagram and explain or sorry, you see the diagrams and follow the derivation part for each one substitution to calculate the maximum torque transmitted by solid shaft uh, circular shaft. For shear stress you have to produce. For circular shaft you have to take another one end fixed, other end is free. Movement is start, shear stress is developed. Okay, the equation finally got the equation for tau by r equal to c capital C theta by L, that equal to q by q by small r, that is the equation 16.3. And what are the assumptions you have to take in this for equation circular shaft for shear stress and the maximum torque transmitted by the circular solid shaft. Yeah, also explain this derivation part. We have integrated this equation to got the total turning moment or total torque pi by 16 tau into dq. Okay, this is the 16.4. This is the equation. Okay, next class I will explain this example problems for in this derivation part. Okay, thank you. Thank you this opportunity.